after Europeans brought smallpox and other highly infectious diseases to the Amazon in the 15th and 16th centuries, millions of native people died and much of their civilization was annihilated. But it did not disappear completely. Behind him was a green and leafy legacy in the incalculable number of palm trees and other trees that had been cultivated across the Amazon. Researchers now report that pre-Columbian peoples had a significant impact on the diversity of the Amazon forest, making their favorite species much more common. The findings contribute to an emerging consensus that pre-Columbians altered most of the pre-Columbian people began to tame plants on the edges of vast Amazonian forests at least 8,000 years ago, and their descendants continue to grow many species today. Archaeologists have long known that certain domesticated palm trees, for example, are often found around ancient sites in the Amazon, such as mounds of land and fertile soils known as black tara, a relic of past agriculture. To get a better idea of Amazonian forest diversity, ecologist Hans ter Steege of the Naturalis Biodiversity Center in Leiden, the Netherlands, and colleagues had previously assembled a large database of biological studies by many researchers. They reported in 2013 that certain tree species were particularly common, or hyperdominant, in Amazonian forests. Half of all trees in the entire region belong to only 227 species. Many of these tree species are widely used by local people such as the Yanomami of northern Brazil, mainly for food. This raised the question of whether some of these abundant and extensive species might have been originally planted by the people. The team made a list of woody species that had evidence of domestication, such as larger fruit. Most of these 85 species can also survive in nature without the care of farmers, unlike modern crops, putting them into a state of incipient domestication. The next step was for ter Steege, Carolina Levis, Ph.D., a student at the National Institute of Amazonian Research in Brazil and the University of Wageningen in the Netherlands, and colleagues to compare the abundance and richness of these species in relation to other species in 1091 research plots in the Amazon basin and neighboring Shield of Guiana. 20 of the 85 domesticated species were found to be hyperdominant,